Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making carrot coffee cake. Basically, it's going to be taking carrot cake and using that traditional crumbly streusel topping from coffee cake and adding that to the carrot cake. It's going to be so good. I know you guys are going to love it. And the best thing about this recipe is we pretty much only need one bowl. We're going to use a smaller bowl for the streusel topping, but for everything else it's one bowl, making it super convenient. First things first, you're going to set your oven to 350 degrees. Crack 3 eggs into your mixing bowl, and with the 3 eggs, we're gonna add 1.5 cups of brown sugar. Mix your brown sugar and your eggs. Now we're gonna add 1 1/4 cup of yogurt. I'm using whole milk Greek yogurt. You can sub non-dairy yogurt or just plain regular yogurt, whatever you have on hand. And if you don't want to use yogurt, you could actually also substitute vegetable oil. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And now I'm going to sift the rest of my ingredients over my wet mixture. So I have my sifter strainer here. We're going to start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You can also substitute gluten-free 1-for-1 flour as well. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of cloves. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of cinnamon. Alright, and sift those ingredients into your bowl. And once that's sifted in, mix all of your ingredients together. Make sure you scrape them down the sides of the bowl. Alright, and our last step is we're going to fold in 2 cups of shredded carrots. Now I know it's really tempting to buy already shredded carrots, but trust me, it's worth it to shred them on your own. It took me about 5 minutes, maybe even less, to shred the carrots. It's just more flavorful when you do it yourself. Grab a baking dish. I'm using it's about a 9 by 11. You can use a 9 by 13 as well. And I lined mine with, if you care, parchment paper, which is unbleached and compostable. To make sure you get all of the batter out of your bowl, it's really helpful to grab a silicone spatula. That way you can just easily scrape the sides of your bowl and make sure you get all that delicious batter out. Alright, we have our batter in the pan. Now we're going to make that delicious streusel topping. You're going to grab a separate bowl and you're going to grab 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of nuts. I'm using walnuts. Another great option would be pecans. And just make sure they're kind of crumbled into little pieces or bite-sized pieces. Give that a mix. And lastly, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter, which is about 1/2 of a stick. It's helpful if you cut your butter up into little cubes before adding it to your bowl. Add your cubes of butter to your mixture and grab a fork and just kind of start blending it, pushing down on the butter. We're just trying to make it into smaller pieces and to incorporate it into the flour. Now we're not trying to completely smash the butter, we just want it into little chunks. We're gonna pour our streusel mix evenly over the top of our cake. And those little clumps of butter are gonna just melt all over the cake, making it just so delicious. And the nuts also give it a nice crunch. Your cake's gonna bake for approximately 30 minutes, but I'd start checking it at about 25 minutes and just wait until it's golden brown and your toothpick comes out clean. It's just gonna depend on the size of dish that you use for this recipe. Yummy! It's time! Smells so good. Alright, our cake took about just over 30 minutes in the oven. If you used a 9 by 13 and your cake's thinner, it probably will take you about 25 minutes. I've gone ahead and I've cut a piece and it's time for a taste test. Mike, are you ready?
Me?
Yes, you.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Wow, this tastes like coffee cake and carrot cake, and the flavors work so well together. Thank you, Aysha.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this delicious carrot coffee cake. And if you love this recipe, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. And for more recipes, visit our blog, nestednature.com, linked in our description below. Thanks guys again. Have a great day.
It's clear to see.